Just gonna be honest, I know this is random, but I literally just made myself one of the nicest mochas that I've ever made myself. And I tried something new. I added some brandy cream that I had left over from mince pies. Love mince pies this time of year and I've loads left. And it's freaking amazing. I don't know, I thought I would share that with you. But that's not what we're here to talk about this evening. We are here because I want to talk about the character Loki. I absolutely love him, and Disney Plus updates on Twitter have literally posted on the 1st of January, but I've just seen it now, stating that in the series Loki, we may see him transform into Lady Loki. And people are getting a bit annoyed by that, but I want to sort of explain in tonight's video why it actually suits the lore, makes sense to Norse mythology and also his character, but I do understand as well why people are getting a bit annoyed, and it could very well be pandering. So take a screenshot and bring up the tweet by Disney Plus updates on Twitter, and pretty much the rundown of their little tweet on the 1st of January, they were pretty much saying that it is going to be based on Loki has stolen the Tesseract and he is pretty much on the run, and we may actually even see him transform into Lady Loki. So obviously a lady's a woman, so we get the gist. It's going to be, he could transform it into a woman. I would have expected that to happen anyways, to be perfectly honest, and I'm going to explain. Now, first of all, I want to say that I do enjoy reading up a lot about Norse mythology, and I do this because I am obsessed with Loki. I actually even did a video on why I love Loki, and it will be in my Marvel and I think it's MCU and DC or Marvel and DC playlist or whatever on one of my playlists on my channel. Now, I absolutely love his character, and I think it's the reason why I actually love Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory, because he is super intelligent, very smart, very creative, and also he is extremely quick-witted. And I know we're not here to talk about Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, but shout out to anybody who loves The Big Bang Theory. Hello. Now, of course, Loki he's a trickster god, basically. He knows how to be very deceitful, and he deceives people, and he is a shapeshifter who can turn into literally what he wants as and when he wants. This guy literally does not give a crap whether he turns into a snake, whether he turns into a horse, whether he turns into a unicorn or whatever, right? Not only does he change into species, but he also changes sex. So in other words, male, female, it doesn't matter to him. And I feel that that actually makes sense to his character if in this series that he does transform into, as they put it on Disney Plus updates on Twitter, a lady or a woman or whatever you want to call it. Now, I can see why people are getting pissy, because it depends how Disney has their take on it. It's Disney. So yes, I'm not standing here saying that they're not going to have it made out to look like it's pandering, because they may very well use this, but not in the right way and use it for pandering purposes. Because if they use it, I haven't seen this series yet, so I will make up my mind then. But I'm not going to jump on anything yet, because the reason why, as of the moment, until I see how they go with this Loki series, I don't think that this is in any way pandering. Because if Disney do it in a way, and I watch the series and I feel that it actually sticks to the lore and it makes sense to Loki's character and Norse mythology, which I'm not saying I know absolutely everything about, but I feel that I know enough knowledge and I have enough passion for this character. Loki and Doctor Strange are actually my two favourite Marvel characters, to be perfectly honest. And the thing is, Loki has performed bestiality, and I am not meaning to sound funny, but this is actually true story. If you want to read into it more, you certainly can, but I will give you a quick rundown of a story. So Loki turned himself into a mare, because he can turn himself into whatever he wants, right? Into a mare. And then he seduced a stallion, okay? And they did the stuff, they did the business, they did the jingo jango. And yeah, so of course, as I was saying previous, he has, performed bestiality, of course. So if you look at it in that sense, if you try to sort of think, I know not everybody has looked into the back history or whatever, but that is a very important story of Loki. So that would be a story that I would recommend, that if you're interested in reading up about things like that, you could look it up. I just enjoy reading stuff about things I have passion for, or characters that I really like in general. I really enjoy, sort of educate myself. So I'm just sort of saying that I don't see this as an issue, because what does it matter if he turns himself into a snake, whether he turns himself into a woman, whether he turns himself into a man? It makes 100% sense for Loki's character. So that's pretty much what I wanted to come on and say, because he literally does not care. It's not like, okay, I know this is a really stupid example and a really silly example, but what I'm trying to say is, it's, say for example, John Wick 4 movie is going to be coming out, right? It's not like someone's tweeted out from that, for that movie saying John Wick's going to be Lady Wick or something like that in the next movie with a wig and mascara and tons of makeup. It's no longer going to be a man. I'm not going to be able to defend that whatsoever. But I feel that with this, that I would have to actually see the series in order to see if that's where they're sort of going to be going with it, is what I'm pretty much trying to say. I mean, he has the reputation of being very, very cunning, very sly, and I'm not sort of going to go into an overall, big, thing on his entire character. I'm not saying that that's him summed up in a nutshell. Of course it's not. But I just feel that I'm not going to come on and make a video and say, oh my gosh, this is pandering. Oh my gosh, this is outright woke. Oh my gosh. Because I feel that I would need to see the series first. And I'm not going to stand here and say you're wrong if you feel that this is pandering, because I also feel that this is a possibility. It is Disney at the end of the day. If this was a different company taking this on that didn't have any history of pandering and nonsense like that, I'd be standing here and saying, guys, I don't think we've anything to worry about here. Let's see how it goes. I mean, I haven't even finished watching The Witcher. I've actually watched the first 4 or 5. I've watched up to episode 5. So need to watch 6, 7 and 8. Now, I haven't actually seen anything so far that I would call outright pandering, but yet before the show there was people making videos and saying, oh, this is going to be really, agenda driven, and it's going to be really woke, and oh my gosh, this TV show. And The Witcher has been absolutely phenomenal, and I have been reviewing every episode. I will be reviewing all the rest of the episodes as well, but I don't think that we should be jumping so fast. There's times where you read an article and people just kind of jump to the conclusion. But let's wait and see, and if that does happen and it comes across as pure outright pandering, yes, I'll come on and I'll make a video and I'll call it something like Loki series is pandering, or is clearly pandering to a specific audience. If they do it where it looks like I feel they're pandering just for the sake of a specific audience and not for fans, then I'll come on and I'll say, yes, I still stand by everything I said about Loki's character and it making sense if they do it in the right way. But I'm also going to come on and say they done what was very possible, that they're making it out to be we're pandering to a specific audience. Do you know where I'm coming from? So that's pretty much all that I wanted to say about that. And I also wanted to ask you, who is your favourite Marvel character and why? If you could let me know down in the comments, because I love getting to know all of you, whether you're a regular viewer or whether you just drop in now and again, or whether you're a long time subscriber. Another thing I wanted to say was thank you so much. It was actually one of my subscribers that actually informed me of this, because I didn't know about the tweet or anything like that Disney Plus Updates has sent out. What I will actually say is, if any of you would like, if you want to leave me any recommendations, if any like news like this, like hot topics or anything comes up, if you want to even let me know about it in maybe one of my recent videos, if you don't have Twitter. Now, if you are on Twitter, my messages, basically the way it works, if you want to send me a message, I have to actually accept it first before I read it. But my actual, Twitter itself, You can publicly tweet me, you know, anytime if you want to let me know about information or you want to send me a link or anything like that. I always really appreciate that, because sometimes things like this, you know, just sort of surpass me if I'm doing other things or whatever. So I do really appreciate it. And also, you know, to certainly feel involved, and if you want to send me anything. Now, I'm not promising that I'm going to be able to do everything that every single person sends me, because, you know, I do have other videos that I want to do, and I also always have my scheduled Retro Fridays, which I wanted to get to before we go. Tomorrow night, as always, I will be doing the series that I started a few months ago, maybe 5 months ago, where I come on every Friday. It's a series called Retro Fridays, and I come on and I talk about, you know, a really old retro movie. So if you want to come on tomorrow, it's basically a premiere video, so I've already I already record it on Friday mornings or afternoons normally, and then I set it up for later that night. And basically the way it works is I always make myself a cup of tea or coffee or whatever, and I can see my viewers writing as they're watching my video, and it means that I can interact with you, and I really enjoy that. Now, some of us are a bit crazy and a bit random, just like myself, of course, but in a good way, and we all have a good laugh, and everybody in my community is really lovely and really friendly. You know, there's no nastiness going on. So I have the best subscribers in the world. So if you can make it, then, you know, keep an eye out to see what time that's going to be posted. But if not, I want to stress that sometimes people panic and think, oh, I didn't make it, so I'm not going to, I've just came on in the last minute. I'm not going to be able to watch this now. And no, the way it works is once that premiere has finished, it then will stay forever on my YouTube channel. So all my Retro Fridays are on my channel. If you want to visit my channel, I have my channel set out and I've laid it out for you so that you can check different things out. I've got Retro Fridays, Ireland Locations, which is another series that I do. You know, Marvel and DC, Retro Fridays, movie reviews, trailer reactions, all that. So I just thought I would let you know, because for anyone new who has joined, you know, they may not have known that. And if you are new, you are so welcome. My name is Julie, by the way. And I honestly hope that you all have been having a really good Christmas. And I really wish you all a very happy new year again. Thank you so much for all the support that I have been given and the kind words of encouragement. It makes me really confident to come on here, because although I'm standing here looking confident, I'm actually extremely nervous. So thank you for making me, you know, even though I'm nervous, come on here and be confident. Basically, it means the world. All I'm doing is coming on. I'm literally a small channel, like I'm literally a nobody, honestly, and I'm just coming on and sharing my passion for things that I like and showing my interest, basically. And that's something you're going to see a lot more of this year. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos where I'm letting you get to know me even better, because I think it's only fair, because you just supported me so much, and I want you basically all to be on this journey with me and learn as much about me as possible. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I can never thank you all enough for everything, basically. Whether you come and watch a video, whether you share the video, whether you just pop in and out every few weeks, what does it matter? You're supporting me. Support at the end of the day. So thank you so much again. Happy New Year, and I will speak to you all down in the comments. Please let me know everything about this. I'm happy to hear from anybody. I will speak to you soon. Bye guys.